Hey guys, it's Rachel here. So this is going to be a quick little video. Yesterday I spoke about these new laws and Coppa, and I think I should speak about it because some people don't know about it. I discovered it from a lady who I'm friends with on YouTube, and not on YouTube, on Facebook. And she posted it on her Facebook, a video informing about it on her Facebook page, and then I had a look at it. And I'm normally someone who likes to bury my head in the sand and not stay up to speed with all these sorts of things, but this is very important for both people who just watch YouTube and also for people who create on YouTube. And we at the moment in a situation that we don't know what's going to happen. So maybe while I'm speaking, I'll just do a little bit of collaging or something. I won't really explain what I'm up to, just to give you something to look at. So basically, there's this law in America that I'm not American, so I didn't know. I'm sure it exists in every country in some form or another. It's called, in America, it's called Coppa. So it's, let me try and remember, it's the Child Online Privacy Protection Act. There you go. I've been studying. And basically it's to protect children online so they are not, targeted by predatory people and advertising companies and that sort of thing. And so basically YouTube had been collecting data on children that were watching YouTube, and they were directing advertisements to them, and this is illegal. So some child protection groups, I don't know what you call them, had brought this to the FTC, and they brought a case against YouTube. And in just a short note, YouTube, they had a case brought against them, and they settled and paid $170 million US, which apparently is about 2 days profit for YouTube. So they didn't really pay that much. I thought it was a lot, but I've just watched a video that explains it's about 2 days earnings for them. Anyway, they got fined this, well, they didn't get fined the money, they settled. But in settling, basically what they've done is they've passed the buck on to the creators. They now have to, they're enforcing these laws that had been violated by YouTube. And now they're saying that YouTube creators, so me and Gail and anybody who creates a video, has to declare whether the video is directed for kids, yes or no. Well, this would not be a problem. However, unfortunately, the guidelines that they have created and the laws are very vague. So it's very hard to know whether you fall into the category of aimed at children or not, because they've said the two things that are concerning me is that they have said if you use, well, I don't really use really bright colours, but however, a lot of journaling people do use bright colours. It's just eye-catching. So bright colours, and also, of course, if you use children's books or animated things or that sort of thing, then you might fall into the category, you do fall into the category of made for kids. So that's just crazy, because the ladies that make journals with, what are they called, golden books, well, they're not really aiming those for children, they're really for the mamas. However, this is what has happened. So obviously if I had children's book, I haven't made a journal out of a children's book, so I'm not worried so much about that. I don't tend to use those things. However, I do use Santa Claus. Does Santa Claus fall into that category? I don't know. And the other issue is, for me, is, and they've said, activities that might be appealing to children. So children's crafts. Well, obviously making journals is not really a children's craft. Do the FTC know that? You know, what the problem is how they're going to determine these whether you've told a lie, because basically now when I upload a video, I have to say whether it's aimed at children or not. And of course, I don't aim my videos at children, so I've naturally written not aimed at children. Now, the problem is that YouTube have created an algorithm. So they are going to try and go around, and they've already done a sweep apparently, and they've already, you know, how do you say it? They've already sort of said, they've already highlighted on people's videos. If you go into your video studio, whatever it's called, and you click on your videos and you see all the things like it's public, underneath the public it will say kids content or something. I don't know what it says, but there will be something there in yellow telling you that your video has been flagged as made for kids. And I've been through mine. I haven't got anything like that at the moment, but they've already done a sweep. So some of the channels that are more obviously possibly heading in the direction for children have been, you know, their videos have been flagged. Now, what this means is that your video is, you don't have the ads that are targeted. You have these other type of ads that aren't targeted. They're just pertinent to the video. And I don't know if I'm confusing everybody. It's quite confusing. And so then you won't, on those videos, you can't comment, you can't save them to your watch later, you can't put them on a playlist. All kinds of things happen if your video is flagged as made for children. The other issue is that as of the 1st of January, the FTC, what is it called? Is it the Federal Trade Commission in America? They're the ones making the laws. They are going to do a sweep of YouTube, and they can decide, oh, this video, it appears to me to be made for children, therefore you are fined $42,000 US, starting at $42,000 US, I believe, per video. So this is an incredible, terrifying thing to me. Like, that would just be, I would just be ruined if I got even one fine on a video. And it would devastate me, because my videos are not, I repeat, are not made for children. I am not targeting children. Not interested if children watch my videos. I'm not doing what I consider children's crafts, and so it would be just the hugest blow. So this is the sort of basic thing about this law and how it's affecting all of us. I don't know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, nobody can tell us whether we are at risk or not. So I don't know what to do. Should I shut my channel? Should I make all my videos kids, you know, for kids? Should I demonetize? So apparently this is it's really for the channels that are monetized. So if you're new to YouTube and you're not monetized, you don't have a huge following, I don't think it's for you. I did ask, I'm going to link some videos down below that I've been watching. There's a really great social media lawyer on YouTube who explains it really well. So I'll link his video down below, and there are a few others that are really worth watching. Now, you might think, oh, well, I don't produce videos, this is not of any interest to me. Well, if you like watching YouTube, it is of interest to you, because it might be that a lot of us disappear off YouTube, or that we are forced to focus our energies somewhere else because we have to demonetize. Well, that's not my main earnings anyway at this point in time, because you know, it really takes a lot to earn, you know, a lot off YouTube from the ads. So for me, it's a, you know, like it was a little, you know, what I got from YouTube sort of helped me along to be able to produce more videos, and just a little bit of compensation really for the effort that goes into making a video. There are people that are bigger channels than me that are losing their livelihoods, and there are people that are making, you know, they do family videos that are more for the whole family, well, why do they, and that's like their whole job, and why do they need to be punished because of this? What about the cooking channels? What about the little girls or boys that like to do baking and they watch a cooking channel? But the cooking channel is really for the older people, but then maybe young kids. I mean, the point is little kids love watching everything. So basically, everybody is at risk if that's the case. I don't know. It's just the most crazy thing. And it also means that because people who are doing things that are directed at kids or could possibly be directed at kids, or the FTC could just decide, oh, well, you're doing something crafty, so you're for kids. What's going to happen is, especially people that depend on YouTube for their livelihood, they're going to disappear because they're not monetized anymore, and so they have to go and do something else. And what's going to remain on, it's not just YouTube, it's actually across the board on all of the internet, because it's actually a law. It's not just a law for YouTube, it's a law for the whole internet. So you can say, okay, well, I'll go somewhere else and put my video somewhere else. Well, the same rules apply, so you're not going to get away from it. But the thing is, all of the child-friendly content is, a lot of it is going to disappear, and maybe people are going to try and stay on YouTube and do mature audience content, and that's all there is going to be. And so there might be swearing in the videos, there might be this in the videos, there might be that in the videos that's not appropriate for the kids. The kids aren't going to stop watching it. That's the problem. So it's a big issue, and it's really scary, and it's been doing my head in. I dreamt about it. I have moments of feeling panicked about it. I have moments where I might watch another video where they're trying to calm you down a little bit, and I feel better about it. But to be honest, to risk $42,000 a video is really scary, and I just wish that they had more defined guidelines, so that I could say, okay, I fall into this category, therefore I must do this. That's what really gets me. Like, I'm a law-abiding person. I try to do my best to do the right thing, and the way they've worded these guidelines, it's impossible to know whether, because it's so subjective. Like, I mean, I don't know this FTC person that's going to do a sweep through YouTube. The one today might say, no, she's not. That's not directed at kids. That's fine. And the one tomorrow that comes along might say, oh no, that's crafty. She's directing her videos at kids. That's kids like that. Kids do not like doing what we're doing. I can tell you now. I've tried with my daughter, and she doesn't like doing what we're doing. It's not their thing. It's too laborious for little kids to do all this stuff. It takes a long time. It's more of an older person, I feel. I mean, there are some, yes, I'm sure I shouldn't generalize. There are some kids that might like it, but in my experience, I haven't come across one yet. So, unless it's a fun thing to do with mummy, but not watching a video doing it, but you're showing them how to do it, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So, it's very upsetting. I'm hoping that they might review it. So, it's going to affect us who put our videos up, but it's also going to affect who watches our videos, because we might not be around. That, we might have to stop and go somewhere else. We might have to move to Patreon. Might have to just stop doing videos. I might have to just do product showing videos and no more crafting videos. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So there's one thing that can still be done at the moment, kind of, and that would be there's a petition by a very clever lawyer and he's been going to Battle for Everybody, and he got an extension before they actually passed the laws. And they, because of him, from what I understood, they are willing to listen to everybody, and they want to hear from viewers and users of YouTube, and also creators of YouTube, and they'd like to know why is it important to you? What would you like to see happen? And of course, they're not going to pay attention to people who go on there and rant and are rude. So, you need to leave a polite, well-written sort of message. So I'll put the link below where you can go and leave a comment on their site. And there's also this petition that's doing very well. It's nearly at its target. If you go and sign up on the petition, that will also be a great help. And maybe it won't abolish, you know, it's right to protect children. I just think that you can't have a broad law like that. And these laws might have been written by people who don't even really understand YouTube, the internet, what kids are watching, what adults are watching, you know, pop culture, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, so you can go and write a comment on the FTC's website, and they're wanting to read them. And I've done it. And I don't normally do that sort of stuff, but I thought this is quite important for not just me, but even for me as a viewer, because, you know, I don't want my favourite ladies to freak out and disappear. I'm thinking about freaking out and disappearing, but, you know, I'm trying to keep my farm calm and wait and see what happens. But it's really scary. So yeah, I'm just waiting. I will have to make a decision before I go to Australia, because the laws are coming in on the 1st of January. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want my favourite people that I like to watch to disappear either. So it's important for all of us to be heard. And they're giving us the opportunity. It's you're allowed. They will listen until, I think it's the 9th of December. And then the laws will be reviewed and passed, I think, and then implemented on the 1st of January. So very important stuff for any of us who enjoy YouTube, who enjoy creating on YouTube, sharing. It's a business tool as well. It's important to so many people, not just us ladies that like to sew or create journals. And I really hope anyone who enjoys YouTube gets out there and is heard. So that's really what I wanted to talk about in this video. I will be back later with another 3 in 30 minutes, and let's keep our fingers crossed that everything is not just ruined forever. I don't know. We'll have to find somewhere else to go, like, you know, we could go onto Patreon, but then, I mean, imagine me going on to yes, I could do Patreon. I haven't done Patreon. I don't know if I could keep up with doing Patreon and having all that tiered stuff and everything. And I think me as a watcher, I follow over 200 people, maybe 300 people. I don't know. But can you imagine giving $1 a month to 300 people? I couldn't afford that. So I'd have to make a selection of who do I want to watch. Yeah, so it's a bit of a bummer, really, I must say. Or if we as a crafty community are affected by this, it's very sad, very, very sad. So anyway, I just wanted to do my 2 bits. I'm undecided whether I'll upload this video, yes or no. I'll think about it. I just needed to sit here and chat about it, even if I don't post it. So anyway, I will be back afterwards with my 3 in 30 minutes, and I will see you soon. Bye.